Hello, tankers and tankistas! I'm Great Sisyphus, and this is my first ever tank review. And it's gonna be the review of the Konštrukta T-34 100. So why did I choose this tank? Well, primarily three reasons. First of them being I just had a decent game in it. So that's like, you're not gonna mind if I show it on YouTube. Second being, it's currently top of the tree this month, thanks to Wargaming, yours truly. And the third reason being, I really couldn't find many reviews of this tank on YouTube's. So yeah, I picked this one. Now, I do not intend to waste your time with all of the stats that you can see on your own. I'm just gonna show you the gameplay, and well, yeah, I can tell you actually about the reload time and all these things. So as you can see, I have a pretty shitty crew in it. I just trained a new crew with silver before getting this tank. I have like 40 games played in this tank, so yeah, the crew's pretty shitty. And I have a rammer on and vents. You should probably, if you have this crew, you should probably go with optics or even binocs, because yeah, the view range is pretty shitty, and I'm actually thinking about replacing um, vents with optics or binos for now, before at least until I train up my crew. And gun lane drive. So yeah, with vents and a rammer, the reload time is like 7.4 seconds. And the aiming time is 2.4, but that doesn't account the gun lane drive and vents. So yeah, I think you can, with a premium consumable and the best crew, you can kind of get it down to around 2 seconds, but which is kind of decent. It's actually pretty good for a tier 7 medium tank. But the problem is that the bloom, the reticle bloom, is humongous on this tank, as you will see later in the replay. So yeah, Wargaming and their hidden stats again. Strike again. So yeah, what else is important for you to know here on this screen? I don't think it's a pretty good looking tank. Well, it's a T-34, so yeah. So that's all about tank aesthetics. That's what I gotta say about it. And okay, it's got a 1100 hit points, which is kind of decent for a tier 7 medium. Pretty good. It's got a 40 degrees to traverse speed on the turret, which is good actually, and pretty good. And 54 kilometers per hour top speed, which you're probably never gonna reach except down the hill or jumping off a skyscraper or something. So yeah, let's take a look at the armor profile. Oh yeah, one more thing before I get to the armor. I'm just gonna say a few things about the grind to get to this tank. As for all grinds, or for most of them, I would always recommend to skip to tier 8 with free XP if you can afford it, of course. Although the tier 3 in this line is pretty good, and it's an autoloader which will get you prepared for what follows. It's tier 6 and especially at 9 and 10. So yeah, the tier 5 is kind of like the T-34, except it has even less armor, I think, and a little larger profile. Worst turret armor. But yeah, you're not gonna spend that much time on the tier 5. The tier 6 is actually pretty good. I kind of liked it. It's the Skoda T-25, and it's an autoloader. So yeah, it's got 3 shots and it fires really quickly. The pen is kind of underwhelming. That's the only thing about it, but you get used to it. It's got, yeah, 132 standard pen and 185 gold pen. So yeah, I kind of like it. It's quick. It's fast firing, and it's an autoloader. So I kept it, yeah, for now, at least, for now. So let's get to the armor. So here is the armor, and yeah, it doesn't have much armor. It has like a tier 5's hull, so yeah, it's 45 millimeters. If you angle it, it's like maybe 60 millimeters somewhere. This thing has, yeah, like tracks on it, so it's 70 millimeters. But yeah, you're not gonna bounce anything with this thing. Maybe if you side scrape out, you can get auto ricochet here, but yeah, as soon as you're gonna side scrape too much, so they can see your hull or your turret, they're gonna just pen you here. The turret is kinda a troll though, cause in places it's got like 600 millimeters somewhere around here, I don't know where, or 240, or yeah, on the cheeks they're pretty well angled. um, the mantlet is, yeah, don't rely on the armor in this tank. That's the general message. Try to avoid KV2s and stuff from shooting you. So yeah, that's all about the armor. um, let's see some gameplay. So I just remembered, while we're on Tanks GG, let's take a look at the kind of optimal settings that you can have on this tank. Um, as you can see here, I've got the same equipment layout than I do in the game, actually, but this is with 100% crew with Brothers in Arms, and also situational awareness and recon. So that's what I got on the crew. Um, Now I know this is not like realistic because probably other crew members will have skills, but that's not really important our um, for our purpose here. What I wanted to show you is the actual aiming time when everything is optimal. And here it is, it's 1.92, which is, yeah, kind of decent, but as I said, dispersion is 0.33, so yeah, this gun after firing and after moving especially blooms like flowers in the spring, or like pretty little flowers. So yeah, you can also see you can get the view range up to 421 with the ventilation. So this is kind of okay for tier 7 medium tank, but if you want that extra oomph, you can always put optics on, and you can get it over the view range cap that way, but you kind of lose a little bit of aim time and a little bit of rate of fire and such stuff. So yeah. Also, one important thing I almost forgot. The pen on this gun is 175 with standard rounds. I don't know if I mentioned this before. And it's got really good heat actually, 250 millimeter span. But yeah, you don't want to spam heat unless you like can really afford it. I know I can because I'm too cheap to buy a premium account. Well, too cheap. Um, yeah, if I'm honest, I'm too poor. I'm broke, so yeah, I'm gonna save up to be broke. So yeah, no premium account for me. And the alpha is 250, which is, well, yeah, it's kind of alright. Yeah, it's it's got an alright DPM. It's not very good, but it's kind of alright for a tier 7 medium tank. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for the stats here. You can, if you like want to know more about the stats, you can go to Tanks GG and look them up yourself. Oh yeah, the gun depression is 5 over the front and 4 over the back. And now, with all seriousness, now let's really go to a gameplay. So this is the game I had on Live Oaks. It's not one of my favorite maps, actually it's one of the least favorite maps, but sometimes you have good games on the maps that you don't like, because that's just the RNGesus of life, I guess. So, as we can see, we're grinding a tank, so of course we're low tier, but the chances to win on this one was I think 55%. So yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's uncharacteristic, because I don't know about you, but for me I get the worst matchmaking whenever I try to grind through a tank. Like the first 15 games when I'm getting the modules are the worst matchmaking I ever get. So yeah, it's taken me ages to get the gun on the ISU 152, and I still have got like 100 games with it. So yeah, but actually this game is about something I'm trying to learn right now in World of Tanks, and that's recognizing what my team is doing and trying to find the ways in which I can be the most useful to my team. So right here I recognize that my team went to the K0 square, and I recognize if I just use this ridge to give me a bit more gun depression than 5 degrees, I can provide crossfire. So as you can see right here, I got like 3 free shots right here. 1 in the Comet and 2 in that BK. And that enemy team was just focusing at my teammates. So yeah, that was good. Then the BK had enough and put a big shell into me. But I can live with that. I did 1000 damage and only received 300. Now, as you can see here, I'm starting to be a bit more careful, because that pesky tier 9 tank destroyer is kind of aware of me. So yeah, I'm really picking my spots here. And yeah, I think I'm saying correctly here. That's what you should do. Just be annoying, find crossfire, do damage, and get a decent amount of damage in return if possible. So I'm just, right now, I was just spotting the enemies for myself, for my RT, and for my teammates. And I actually got a lucky shot into that tank destroyer. I actually went for his tracks, but yeah, it was still lucky because this gun was bloodshot very nice. So our T-34 goes goes YOLO mode, and he actually does a pretty good job evading the shots, but yeah. But what he did there, he distracted the enemies so I could finish off the Comet. The RT could do some damage. Yeah. So right now I'm just continuing to wear down that SU-122-54. I'm trying to get another shot in here. Like so. So see, in this kind of situations, 5 degrees, gun depression and 175 pen is that was actually a pretty lucky snipe into the cupola, but yeah, you gotta take them when you can get them. So this is pretty much the game, actually. This move, this crossfire move, was the game for me. Actually, this shot also hit, or this one, the next one did. I don't know which one, but I actually did hit that Borzik once, as you're gonna be able to see in the post-game statistics. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna. Okay, here's the point when I can show you the bloom. See the bloom? See the aiming time? And yeah, it's just too slow. Okay, those 2 tanks were like closer to the RT, but still, if I was in a different tank here that has better gun dispersion, better aiming time, I would have gotten the kill or at least some damage on that part. But in this tank, it's a big no-no. So yeah, right here I'm just laughing about. I'm trying to hit this Borzig, but it's not gonna happen. I actually loaded high explosive shells for him, trying to blind fire, but yeah, it missed. Kind of tunnel visioning. If that S51 was focusing me, I'd be there right now. So yeah, a bit of misplay here. Still tunnel visioning on the Borzig with an HE shot, and right here I would actually have a shot on this thingy, but there was fence in the way and my HE shot wouldn't go through, wouldn't have gone through. And yeah, E75 hits me with a stock gun, I presume. Really catastrophic low roll, but nah, probably a stock gun. Second shot misses, and you could see sniping on the move in this tank is like a big no-no. So yeah, I do manage to I do manage to ninja the kill on that E75 right here, which is so here's what we came up with. Ace tanker, a victory, obviously, almost 10k experience, but that was for 5 times event. I had actually the premium account for this game, but don't worry, I didn't buy it. It was just an event that a daily mission that I unlocked it with. So yeah, we made 37,600 profit approximately. Fired 18, hit 13, penned all 13, which is pretty rare in this tank, and we did almost 3k damage and 600 spotting. So we came in second on the team in the tier 8 game, in the tier 9 game actually, on damage. Was it turn? Yeah, it was a tier 9 game, and first on XP with 1328. We also got this medal, which the name of it I won't even try to pronounce, but yeah, all in all, a pretty good game. So, what do I think about this tank overall? Well, this kind of game, for me at least, it's pretty rare. I think I have like 30% win rate in this thing right now, which is horrible, which is worse than bots have. But yeah, I've been getting some real shitty matchmaking. I don't know about you, but whenever I try to grind through a tank, it's just like the matchmaker is like giving me the shittiest teams that exist out there. Like the whole team dies in the first 3 minutes of the game. So yeah, what you gonna do? And always low tier, of course. And with this tank, if you're low tier, well, good luck with that. This kind of a game was like an exception, a rare exception, because yeah, this tank, I don't think it's very good. It's more bad than good, because essentially, yeah, it's a T-34 at tier 7, and yeah, you've seen the aiming time, you've seen the maybe when the crew gets better, it's gonna be a bit better, but yeah, I'm just gonna grind through it and go to the next tank and try to get to tier 9 as soon as possible, and I advise you to do the same. So this is it for my review of the Konštrukta T-34-100, and see you next time.